Hello. Okay. I'm going to finish something. I totally forgot to scan in a thing. I'm working on a couple of things. So I have to finish a couple files in there. Hi down on the low. I just realized I left my thing I need to scan upstairs. Yay! I'm smart. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to go run and grab that real quick, because I need to hand this in to the publisher. I will be right back. So sorry. I think one of the first things I need to make, once I'm done with like panicking for Monster Palooza stuff and have free time, I need to make like a BRB little emote thing. Hey, Raya. Hello, White Knight. Hey. Okay, so anyways, I'm trying to finish this book real quick, so I could send this in to be printed. So you get to see a little bit of me trying to work. Not the artwork. You don't appreciate it. This is the last page. Yes, I did scroll down to the last page so you could deal with my one normal horse. I think I'm gonna put... Alright. Yes, this is a fucked up horses channel. This is not for regular horses. Okay, so this one... think I have to move some stuff. Love the book. Great! I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that's being well received, because there's always a little bit of anxiety of like, will people think this was worth it? Yeah, I didn't realize, I actually forgot to put some stuff in that book. Because I totally forgot I was at one point planning on doing a follow-up to Dark Mythos, my mythology book. So I had some mythology stuff that could have gone in there that I totally missed. Oops. I did put 2 of them in this book, at least. This is just going to be a little staple bound book. Because that's not an arm and a leg to print. Oh. Yeah, that's why, people in the US don't realize how good we have it with the Postal Service here. Hopefully it wasn't too terrible to get it. Alright. I do scale these to be ever so slightly lighter than I want, because they do print a little darker. So can I get this? I think I could give it a little... I should be playing it safe and putting everything inside the lines, but at this point I've printed enough of these little books that I kind of know where's actual safe. Oh! Countrywide, dang. How long did that blackout last? I remember hearing about that. Because that was that, last week that happened? What? Are you telling me you were locked in an elevator for almost 9 hours? Good lord, that's horrifying. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I can't even imagine that. Was it just you alone in the elevator, or was there like multiple people stuck with you? They need you, White Knight. They need you. Just you, thankfully. Oh, okay, that's good, because I'm like, man, if it was multiple people... I've seen too many horror movies about that. But man, I am sorry, X-Stones. That is... Oh! It's making me squirm just thinking about it. You would not resort to violence. Like, I don't have a problem with isolation. I think I would have a problem in a tiny, confined space for that long. Yes, the other people is what worries me. I would definitely get full life out of my iPad. My ability to hold my bladder for ridiculous amounts of time would probably pay off. Thank you, working conventions. You had your Kindle? Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, I think I can move this blue boy up and this guy down. Blue boy's going up. Blue boy, where are you? Oh, Raya's actually going to go to her. Enjoy dog butt. Man, so another friend of mine, art friend of mine, was also caught in the blackout, but like on her farm. That's not nearly as bad. It's like, unfortunately, blackouts are probably going to become more and more of a thing. Oh. Especially with, like, trying to justify the data centers that are hogging up huge amounts of the internet. Or, not the internet, the power grid. Alright. Give this another once over. I didn't have any problem with the original sketch that was there. Here, I'll show you real quick. Double check I don't have repeats. That one is just, I kind of, once I started putting this together, and I did so many new illustrations, I kind of decided I wanted this whole book to mostly be the Yupo paper sketches. Not pencil. I mean, these are pencil too, but these are pencil... This is pencil on regular watercolor paper, I think, and these are pencil on Yupo. So it's just... I decided to kind of make it more cohesive. The media was too fuzzy about what caused the blackout to be upset at anyone? Oh, really? What did they blame it on? Also, White Knight, you sure you didn't flip the lights at that moment? You were just waiting for your chance? That's so well timed. Okay, I'm gonna call this, so I need to save. and export this and get this to the publisher, because I told them I was gonna have it in 2 mornings ago, and then I had to do emergency dentist visits. Entirely the universe. Alright. So I'm gonna get this exported, and then I'm gonna pull out my iPad and stream that. I have to just mirror it to my desktop. Hi, Raya. So, of course, as soon as I start streaming, all the rainstorms go away and the sun comes out. Need a better support grid. Oh. Yeah, I doubt that's what happened. Just started thundering. The weather's going to you. I'm sorry. Actually, I wish we had thunderstorms. But no, we just get rain. We get a bunch of rain. Alright. I don't want to do that. Okay. Sorry, although you can't just start your iPad without having 1,000 pop-ups show up. Alright, and then give me 1 second. I need to email files. I need to email files. I will do time-lapse replay while I'm typing. Okay. File sent. Alright, chat. So, bit like Monday again. We want to choose some of the stuff that we work on. We work on indie game. We have glass horses. So it's pretty close. And we have this guy. Werewolf. Do we have votes on what gets chosen? Thank you. Indie game stuff. Ah. Okay. That could be fun because I just had an idea for something last night that I might totally pivot. Not on what I'm streaming, what I was working on for the game. Sorry. I had to climb into my chair. And yeah, apologies if I get like mushy word stuff going on because they messed up my dental work. I had to go back into the dentist yesterday for like an emergency appointment. Still not sure if I need a root canal. So my mouth is dead and hurts. Everything hurts. Alright. These guys. I wish that's like the one annoyance thing is like, it always resizes your reference. Okay. So, he's actually going to get yeeted for now. Of course, as soon as I turn Raya Cam on, she runs away. I'm gonna turn that off for now then. That'll come back later, so you can kind of see my reference, my like very initial thumbnails that I did. That's the other thing. It doesn't save the color palette per image. Most of these color palettes that I have in here are you can sample from photos. So sometimes I'll save something purely for the color palette, or I'll take a photo and kind of mess with the levels to get to what I want, and then I'll do the sample color palette, and it's usually not the greatest, and I end up having to go back in and fix some stuff. I guess not even fix some stuff. It ends up at the end being like half and half. My sampled ones that I tweaked and the ones actually from the photo. It's like it will color sample and it's nice for like very base stuff, but if it's not I think it does like a midpoint range, like it samples like 5 pixels and then does the midpoint. And sometimes I just want the brightest, most saturated version of that color. So that's when I have to go and edit things. But you can kind of tell where my inspiration for this is what I thought of last night when I couldn't fall asleep because my head was hurting. It slightly looks like a tooth. I have to make sure that I pay attention to silhouette on these, especially because these will be in-game, not very big. Yes, I have so many teeth on the brain. I have teeth, stop hurting on the brain. Is that a dead pixel? No, okay, good. I was like, you wouldn't be able to tell, but on my side it looked like there was a dead pixel on my screen. I'm about to be very sad. Crown next week and emergency rook. Yeah, that was the last time I had a crown. Was a emergency root canal situation. But yeah, I'm so sorry for your kid. It is not fun. I managed to make it 10 times worse for myself, because so they did like crown prep because I have ancient fillings they're trying to replace, and the fillings are not well made because poor kid dentist. So they're doing a lot of drilling to kind of get them out. But yeah, so the first one that they did kicked off my tooth dying. So it was just like throbbing, radiating pain, and while I was waiting for the crown, because they drill everything down, then they let you sit there with that, with like a little fake tooth over it for 2 weeks. So like that was just, it was supposed to stop hurting after like 2 days, but it wasn't. It was getting worse and worse and worse. So in my stupidity, I put that Ambisol, or the stuff that the stuff you use to like numb canker sores. And yeah, apparently that's like pouring straight alcohol on an open wound. So I kind of set my nerves on fire a bit, and it got way worse. So much worse. Like, I could not sleep, vomiting from pain level worse, which I had never been in that much pain, and I've, like, fractured my skull multiple times and dislocated many things, so it's like, I have a fairly high pain tolerance. Okay, you get to... This is kind of a different way that I usually work, by the way. The big silhouette, it's something I'm trying to force myself to do. So, like, draw it out. Like, be like a small child scribbling in a color, in a coloring book. You're supposed to stay in the lines. They never do. It's all outside of it. But you get the gist of what they were going for. And then you have to erase it in. I gotta change this music station. It keeps playing weird stuff. Yeah, so White Knight, I know you said Crypticon went well. How did, you said Florida was pretty good before that? You had, like, just came back and then had to go to Crypticon. Oh, I'm sorry. That's very, unfortunate. And also very relatable. My grandma was always incredibly snippy. Anytime, like, she lost any kind of modicum of control. So, like, in a medical emergency. Oh. I see. Yeah. It's like I think even once you reach like a certain age, like your material possessions become like even more precious. Oh, that sucks. So just miserable time all around. You'd be like, you can't have an airport concourse and not have a bar. Like that's just a huge oversight. I feel like the airport is where most people are so miserable. Universally. That bars are like a necessity. Or at least I can't name a single person that likes going to the airport. It is the DMV of travel. Well, no, the DMV is a DMV of... So I'm probably actually going to go with... I guess I'll do a sketch overlayer before I get too far into this. in the world is... Trying to think of how I want my shape language to be. This is like early concept stage, so I still have to... There's a lot of considering things, vetoing things. It's not working with like a final concept yet. So, you ever see me just staring into the void a little bit on this? It's me trying to figure out where it's going to fit or if it's going to fit. And if you get bored of this one, feel free to point it out. I have the werewolf and the glass horses we can pivot to. I am not the type of artist that... Sometimes, yes. Like I'll hyperfixate on things once in a blue moon, but most of the time I'm good going to like I usually have like 5 or 6 projects going at once, so pivoting isn't difficult for me. I keep thinking I got to the blend and I didn't. Oh, I totally forgot to... Oh, crap. You're about to hit ad break, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn them off. I'm trying to... I don't want them... I just want them to play at the beginning. It would be great if they would let you schedule them. Put it at the beginning. Put it at the end. There's a small chance I might pivot this into one of the heroes. But I've got hero characters lined up. I'm not sure which one this would fit. I think there was whatever. Oh, that one. Alright. also have to draw each of these completely isolated, since it's going to be animated. So even if it's hid behind an arm in the full view, it's getting drawn. Like, why am I staying married to this color? I don't necessarily need that color. That would be the easiest way to do this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it that way. Alright. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the stone I am referencing. I can't even think of the name of it right now. It's, I think it's a type of, like, moldavite? No. This one's made by, like, volcanic lightning kind of thing. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna see if I can find it in my reference file. You can see where my brain goes and why I constantly keep reference of things that aren't creatures. Alright, where are you? But it's a type of stone that's caused by like volcanic or it might be like lightning strike, but it's not like a regular fulgurite. I'm gonna be so sad if I can't find this. Because it's such a cool looking rock. Guys, I want to show you my cool rock. Oh, shit. I can't find it. I'm sad now. I'm sorry. I'll find it at some other point, and then I'll be like, oh! Oh! That'll be too late. But anyways, the stone is like... Yeah, maybe Helaine, do you know... I'm going to describe this rock. I think it's like kind of like a fulgurite, kind of like a moldavite. Your helpful friend has conveniently left. But it looks like amber, like a honeycomb of amber. It's like amber caught in like the middle of being carbonated in stone. But it's really cool looking, and it's incredibly rare. But also wanted to find it because I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to reference for this. Also, Helaine, you could jump on and join. You finally feeling better yourself? I said that in the most creepy way possible. Love being able to hear my voice played back to me so I can hear how creepy I sound. It's great. Essentially, like, this is one of the hero characters. This is like the first done concept. And the enemies are like fallen versions of them. So they need to look a bit alike, but not, you know, obviously discernible from each other. Stone. Unless I kept it somewhere else. Did I put it under my texture reference? That would be a terrible idea. I'm gonna be very sad until I find that. But oh well. I'll spend more time looking for that later. I'm just gonna wing what I think it looked like. I should be zooming way out. I don't know why I'm just so freaking zoomed in right now. Meteor shower sunstone? That sounds possible. Did I save it as sunstone one word and it... Or as meteor? Did I save it as something dumb? Ah! Yes, okay. I saved it under meteorite. Alright, so this is the Fukang meteorite. And then look at how the sun is shining through that. Yes! Okay. So I was remembering it incorrectly. I was like, it's some kind of rare force of nature that causes this. I was thinking volcanic glass, like the Moldavite, but no, it's, well, a force of outer space nature. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna put that. Actually, do you want to see the reference on the screen? A type of mineral that resembled goldfish flecks embedded in stone kind of thing. I do have a really weird picture of like layered quartz. Anyways, I'm gonna put this down here. You can see this marvelously mustachioed man. Actually, I'm just gonna... Because you're getting screen share, not app share, so this makes this... You get to see my reference. Just as I am. Alright. Yes. Someone give me a backstory for this mustachioed man. How did he get here? Why is his mustache so big? Has he ever done background characters in Hollywood? I'm not doing entirely that, just because that's way too damn noisy for a small game, or a small scale game character. If this is like a Final Fantasy size boss thing, that would be fine. But no. I need to interpret that into the small scale. Retired pro wrestler known as the Lifter. At least yes, he definitely gardens more than 3 types of berries. You guys are all dead on so far. What berries? Like, he's got to have one very common one. He's got like a strawberry. But then the other ones have got to be like obscure things, like a loganberry, but like a rare one. Oh, now he's got a sad love story. Oh, it's perfect and also so sad. So White Knight says he lost contact with the love of his life in the 70s, keeps the mustache so that if he runs into her again, she'll recognize him. Alright, and down saying blueberry guy, though cloudberry. Yeah, oh yeah, he's a cloudberry. I could feel cloudberry in him. Does he sell his own jams? Does he sell a line of jams with like a mustache logo? Oh, I could see the logo in my brain. It's like just a big mustache on the top that just drapes because he's got such a little long mustache. It just drapes along the side of the like title. Oh, wait. Maybe did she have a name like one of those names that now is probably got negative stripper context to it, but was like popular back in the day, like the cherry or candy. So he grows the berry that she's named after. I'd like to think he uses the mustache to pretend he's a small motorcycle driving around saying Oh. Alright. I will circle back to that because I have a gross story related to that. Right, and the White Knight says that her name was Lola, and it's Lola's Berries. So, but with still the mustache logo. Because that would be just kind of funny if there's a big mustache on it and it's draping down, but it's Lola's Berries. But okay, circling back to the using his mustache to pretend he's a small motorcycle. My dad has always had a beard. Anyways, sorry. And he used to drive motorcycles. And, he would go and stop at a diner and ask for a plate, like a little plate. And then he'd, take his beard and just rummage his fingers through it above the plate and let all the, like, bugs and shit drop out. I feel like this explains a lot about my childhood, right in that sentence. Yeah. But he said his beard was like his bug catcher. Like it was intentional, I don't know. Realizing my funny childhood stories definitely explain some things. Shivers timbered. You knew what I was gonna say? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is like a common thing for, like, obviously if you have a beard in your motorcycle, but why he felt the need to do it that way, I don't know. Only a goatee. Yeah, no, my dad has... He was full beard almost my entire life, and then one day he randomly shaved it into a mustache. I was like, holy shit, you're like 20 years younger. So then he kept it. Yeah, yeah. I think he just likes... my dad likes to be the center of attention. I'll say it that way. He's very, he will invent stories so people think he's cooler. But, yep. Alright, that is a different avenue that I start going down. I need to reel this back in. Ah, hang out and chat. I'd be fine with that, sure. Oh yeah, we have to do a voice call. It's like, just call me in Discord when you want. Because, yeah, when the silence happens and then the music. Alright, what was the name that we decided for this man? We got Lola's Berries, but what was his, what's his name again? He was an ex-pro wrestler? The Lifter. Okay, that's obviously his stage name. What's his real name? Bart. Bart and Lola. Is he like a Bartholomew the Fifth or something? Gary. Yeah, I definitely see a Gary in there. He's got Gary vibes. I was gonna say Frank, but he could be Bart Frank. Gary Bart Frank. He's got a twin. But does the twin also have a mustache? The twin can't have a mustache. I feel like there's a fight over the mustache between the two of them. There's like a fight for like mustache rights, or a fight for self-identity. Something in there is they can't both have a mustache. There can only be one. It's Highlander rules. You do love when folks have first let. Yeah, he's got 3 first names. A tiny mustache. Oh no, because that's making the opposite of this mustache is like the Hitler stash, and I also hi Daniel. Sorry, we invented a backstory if you're just tuning in for this man in this reference photo. He's a beautiful man. I don't mean that ironically. He's got such personality that we had to make a story for him. Lurkin sounds good. I just was slowly working on this character design for an indie game and going on a lot of back and forth between what I'm doing with it. It's like this fractal, I think I need to lose the fractal kind of look or cut edge to this because that is something I have going on in the hero character. So I think I could keep it, but if it looks more like obsidian, like super sharp edged. So kind of like this little peak down here is about what. Try to replay this down here. Which, if you don't remember the shadow trick, or if you haven't heard of it, that's why I'm putting my darkest colors on the one side, and then I'm putting one of my lightest colors on the other. Because the closer you put them together, the sharper the edge you make when you're drawing. That's way dark. That can't be the color I was sampling. I guess. Alright, so now, Gary, Frank, Bart here. Go Frank Bert? Frank Bert! Did he, you know, he got national news for the meteorite hitting his farm. Did he get Lola back from making the news? Did she see him? Frankfurt? Alright. He is Frankfurt. I'm just gonna imagine he like got himself interviewed and then he posed himself for the photos like in front of the berries that he grows specifically for her to win her back. He even invented a, I want to say fanfic, but this is just more like a meet cute short story in chat here. The sister saw the article. Oh, we got a whole... Okay, White Knight's keeping it rolling. She's bringing in new characters. There's a sister. Alright. What am I... How much of this am I doing? I can't have too much of it being glowing. Now the question is, do they live close enough? Does somebody have to fly in? Do they start emailing? Are they traditional pen pals and they write letters with stamps and like press flowers in them like old school? It has to be obstacles. What if one of them's okay? One of them's a widower, recent widower. She's a recent widower, or maybe he got divorced because he realized what he was missing. Ah, so you gotta overcome the entranced grief. I just combined entranced and entrenched. Yep. She was in love with this former wrestling rival who died. Oh. Alright. But like, is it how long after? How long ago did he die? Was it like right away and this man's moving way too soon because he was all like, meteor fell, gotta take advantage? Or has it been like a decade and she's just still hung up on him? Alright, I'm gonna do 2 versions of this thing. Because we're gonna have to test this out in engine a little bit. So like I want to have this meteorite honeycomb thing going on. But it is possible that will be too difficult for us to get working with effects because we do have quite a bit of other effects going on. So I'm going to do a different version where it's bone. The grifter and the lifter. That's his rival. Nice. His injuries after about... Oh, I was thinking... This... Do you think this man is still wrestling? Yeah, it's like... Because if we got the timeline... if they were rivals... was that man just wrestling until he was like 63 or, you know, not 60, that's older than 60s, like his late 60s, or was it just a really awkward rivalry where like one of them was way older? Also, I'm going to be very sad once we move on from this reference photo because we've given him too much life now. He needs a story. He needs a story to continue. Frankfurt will live on. Okay, what was I doing? Double that up again because I need to flatten some things. This is how I end up with way too many damn layers. When I start playing around with different materials and then they overlap and interplay differently, so I just duplicate everything over and over again. It's not the greatest way to work. I probably should start a new file for each one, but I do like having them all together so I can compare. If this was Photoshop, that's like the one thing Photoshop has on Procreate is you could probably save that file just fine there. Versus here, I'm limited by my file size, and depends on the tablet you're using. How much memory that has is how many layers you can save. And I got as much as I possibly could at the time. That was because I got this back when I was at Netflix and I had that kind of money. And I was like, I want my working computer to be as good as it can. So I think I have like 80 something layers that I can do possibly in this file. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why there's just so many, like this one glass horse has all these different files to it because like I went through and flattened it and then brought it in, deleted all, but I don't want to completely lose them. So I keep an older file of it and then just folded them in this program. Okay, sorry, I missed. We have a Frankfurt update. White Knight says, so we have up-and-coming wrestler. Oh, no, sorry, I forgot there was an ad break. Up-and-coming wrestler, lifter taking an established pro grifter. Lola went to the match to see Bart Frank and ended up for grifter. Okay. Oh, alright. My brain is possibly too confused to do the interplaying of timelines now. I did, right before I hopped on, I did take one of my CBD edibles trying to get rid of my headache from my toothache, and it makes me slightly squirrely with what I can focus on. Mostly because I've been taking so much ibuprofen for the last week since I've had this headache since literally last Wednesday that now it's messing up my stomach. So I've kind of switched to edibles to help until this stops hurting. Okay, you're going to co-stream. Okay. We're gonna do. Once Brandon pings me. Lion battle cry. Oh. Frankfurt and his meteor. When did you message me? Oh, just a minute again. Okay. Alright, bear with me for a little bit. We're going to smoosh.
Hello, am I live?
I don't have desktop audio turned on right yet, so hold on.
Oh man, I can't hear me.
I don't have desktop audio turned on right yet, so hold on.
Oh man, I can't hear me. Sorry,
Alright, hold on.
Alright, take it back. I'm gonna get something.
I don't have desktop audio turned on right yet, so hold on.
Oh, man,
Okay. You're still coming through my regular speakers. Alright, this is where the problem is happening.
Oh no, okay.
There we go.
Alright, well, it's like...
I was like, why am I hearing you but not hearing you?
Oh no.
No, I was hearing you through the echo. Still coming through my regular speakers. Through the... Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright, we're good.
Through the
There we
stream?
go.
Alright, well, it's like... Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Why am I hearing you but not hearing you? Now I have to turn my...
Oh no.
hold on. No, I was hearing you
Yeah,
through
take
the
your time.
echo. Through my regular speakers. Through the...
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright, we're
okay.
good.
Through the
There we
stream?
go.
Alright, well, it's like...
Oh
okay.
shit. Why am I hearing you but not hearing you? Now I have to turn my...
Oh no.
Hold on.
You
No, I
wanted
was hearing
this.
you-
You did ask.
Oh my god. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
where's the button?
Is it like feedback looping right now?
Yeah, well...
Oh no.
I was like, which button is on? Make it stop.
Hello, Audrey.
I'm so sorry, people.
Oh no.
Alright, it should be done now, right? It's a cacophony.
Oh,
It's
man.
is it still on the feed? I can't hear the feed anymore to know. Okay, yeah, no, sorry guys. I had to swap multiple audio things out and then mute. Alright. We're good. Did you knock
Okay.
on Twitch?
No. I just tried starting to go live and I think it failed weirdly. Hang on.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's a interesting, wonderful technological place we live in. Give me a sec to. Okay. Not live yet.
The modern technology technique of we improve things by making it worse.
We're making it worse and including a bunch of features that you can't turn off. Thanks. Thank you, everything. Stop. Can you please stop? Okay, let's try this again. Go live. Okay. I'm now live. Or I'm on my standby screen, but let me go ahead and knock real quick.
Okay.
Can I just do that from... Hang on, let me try this.
Knock on my door.
Okay, alright. Okay. God. Tell me you have back pain without telling me you have back pain. I think that's an old commercial, right? Am I? Is that
I don't remember.
What is that even from?
I don't
know.
know.
Okay, let me see how this works. If I do knock.
You're not here yet.
I just clicked the button. Okay. Okay, okay. So now.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay, I muted that.
All
That's
right.
unmuted. And then.
Don't make me find my buttons.
Christ. Hang on.
Brendan, the drugs have kicked in. Don't make me find buttons.
Chat. Yeah, let me. There we go. Okay, start sharing. Oh wait, no, hold on. Push.
Stream together. Software and development. Yep. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, make sure you're muted across.
Am I not muted somewhere?
Not in the stream together window.
I thought I had turn off mic, but apparently.
There. That now I think you're good.
Weird. I could have swore that was clicked before. All right. Now I hit accept on the stream manager, but it's not doing.
Should. Oh wait, sorry. I have to do this bit. There we go. Now.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Let me just very quickly leave my starting soon screen because I know we're already.
How dare you?
Basically live. What?
Oh.
Okay.
I'm just an assassin.
Hello, anyone watching on my stream now. You can now see my screen and all the game dev crimes we're doing today.
Game dev crimes.
Game dev crime. You're sorry. I know you. Go on.
Wasn't there a way to get the instead of our icons on the Twitch TV pop-up thing? Wasn't there a way to get our feeds going on here?
Oh, do you want to like see both of our streams at the same time? Yeah, there's a thing you could do called a multi Twitch. Let me. I saw the link from last time.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I'll paste this in your chat. Here you go.
Okay.
Yep. So if you just folks in Audrey's chat, if you click that link, you should be able to see both our streams at the same time. And oh yeah, because it's shared, it's in the same spot. Howdy everybody. I hope you all have been enjoying the tale of Frankfurt, the lifter.
The lifter with the sad love story.
Sad love story. That is a very, very wrestling soap opera like tale. That does not seem too far from something that could really exist. So I'm like, someone's gonna publish it. Just someone write a best-selling novel about it, please.
Well, Frankfurt the lifter.
Frankfurt the lifter. Audrey, I joined in right as you were finishing saying like you've been having a headache for basically like a week, and I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it was just, I think I told you because I had some bunch of dental stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, they originally gave me like I have this problem where because I'm like a good patient, they have a tendency to give me the people with the training wheels on still. Because I guess I don't twitch that much. I don't complain.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So they're like, here, have the newbies. And... Oh, no. So she didn't put, like, the cap on really that well, or she didn't file it down enough, so it was, like, constantly pushing down on the, like, hole that they've drilled that's waiting for the crown to go in.
Oh, no.
So yeah, I've been waking up and just like it's worse when I wake up because I pretty much can't stop my teeth from touching at night.
No.
So yeah, I've been dreading going to bed.
I can relate. So like I've been having a lot of ear pain lately and ear ringing, and I grind my teeth at night, and that's also out of my control, and that causes a lot of pain, and that causes the ringing to get louder. So like kind of on a clock, after I go to sleep, I wake up no more than 2 hours later, and it's like, well, time to experience this before going back to bed. It's awful. So I feel you very much. And
can you sleep? Does like propping yourself up maybe
help? I've been doing that a little bit, but like, yeah, I feel like I've tried at least most sleeping positions, and it's been pretty like the only thing that's been kind of been my saving grace is I got some sleeping medicine from my doctor, that some muscle relaxants that help at least my whole body kind of chill out. So, and that kind of like ties into the function where my teeth are grinding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mean to Sorry,
Oh no
folks in
no
chat.
no no! Like
Screw.
I've been honestly thinking about they want me to get one of the, because I also grind my teeth, not
Oh, sure.
not habitually, but I do on occasion.
Sure. Okay.
But they're not cheap, the mouth guard things.
Yeah, right. I've had mine for like a decade. And the thing is I'm still wearing one and it's still like
Oh geez.
it doesn't necessarily matter because like what happens is it's like a hard
You
it's
still
like a
got the
hard
pressure.
plastic. Yeah, the pressure, nothing
Yeah.
helps with the pressure of it. It just distributes it
Yeah,
so that the teeth
exactly.
aren't damaged. So it's like crap. How do I do?
Yeah.
But presumably, like, I don't know. Like I've had jaw and ear pain before in the past, and like, presumably that is also when I've had like my teeth grinding. So like at some point it recovers. So I'm hopeful the meter will move somewhere in a good direction soon. But anyway, this isn't about me. I'm so sorry.
No.
Like,
honestly, because like a lot of what you're talking about kind of mirrors some of the shit that I've been having problems with, because like I clenched my teeth and I've been trying to stop it. So I all through the day I take like ibuprofen, and occasionally I'll take an Excedrin, not at the same time. You're not supposed to blend them.
oh man.
But like I was taking enough that like my stomach is not happy. So, but I wouldn't take. I was trying to not take them at night. I've been taking my CBD edibles.
I see.
And honestly, I wonder if like, have you ever tried to do like a CBD edible? Because when my neck, because I have my spines fused together in the back of my neck.
Oh, sure.
So like, if that gets messed up, all of my muscles in my neck just become absolutely fucking rigid, and I get a really bad headache, and I can't sleep. So.
Oh man.
The CBD edibles I have are one of the few things that actually are like, they're muscle relaxant. So I like, it lets go of some of that tenseness, and it helps me sleep a lot.
Can't say I've ever done that before. But yeah, at least as far as what I'm doing now, like I'm giving this like another week or so before I like go see an ear doctor about it, and then like I imagine like they've encountered folks that like have ear pain as a result of like teeth grinding or something, and so yeah, I guess I'll have that on the table in case I want to consider it. But no, I can't say if it's something I've ever done. So.
I mean, it was something I avoided for the longest goddamn time, because I, grew up very Catholic. But then like, I just got like ones that were pretty much entirely CBD for joint pain, because I was taking way too much ibuprofen and like going through like the Tiger Balm like crazy, and I was like, I can't keep this up. I'm sure this ibuprofen is not safe for me to be taking in this amount. You're not. Ibuprofen is relatively harmless, but you're not supposed to be constantly taking it.
Yeah.
So that was when I tried it, and I was like, oh shit, this actually works. Yeah, I don't take edibles to get stoned, really. I take them for pain, but they work.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just saying I was surprised that I came around to them.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's entirely valid. I'm in no way downplaying it or like being like, nah, that kid wouldn't work for me. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I guess I've never tried it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. It's like I didn't want to try it for the longest time because, God, in college, like three of the roommates were pretty big stoners. I was like, guys, I need you to adult. Just for the love of God. One of you do the dishes.
Yeah. Oh my God, please.
Mouthpiece for sleep apnea, but doubles as a mouth guard. Yeah, that's good. That's what Ernesto's kind of got the same thing. But yeah, there's still like a $250 thing.
Yeah, It was, yeah. Remember that was like a long time ago. I got that made. It's interesting though too. Like I feel like I was never conscious of like any teeth grinding kind of prior to like ever having a mouth guard, but like I just went to the dentist once and they're like, wow, your like teeth are kind of filed down, like you sure you don't grind your teeth? I'm like, I guess I do.
Yeah.
And nowadays like I can totally feel it, like even before like this ear pain, I could be like, I wake up and I can tell everything was like clenched, right?
Yep. Your young jaw could recuperate. Now you can't anymore.
Maybe that's it. Yeah. My supple, well used jaw. Let's see. I was in the middle of making. Explain a little what's going on my stream. I'm making more Tower Bolt levels. I was in the middle of drafting one just for a minute or two before realizing I've made this one already, and I scrapped it. And now I'm making the other. I have a couple drawings. I'm gonna show it to the camera here of some like these are some of the levels I was drawing, or let me see, here's some other ones.
Is this what you were working on last night?
Huh?
There was like one point I looked over last night and you were like feverishly writing in your tiny notebook.
Oh, I was doing playtest notes from the we were at industry event in the area, and I usually bring Tower Bolt there to like get feedback and have people play it, and I use the same book. I use the same book for my playtest notes and for drawing levels. Yeah. So I just have it propped up here on my little tablet stand so I can use it as a reference for drawing another level here.
My reference is Frankfurt.
Yeah, it's like, I guess if you really want to, you could like reverse Google image search this guy if you want to like find more reference of him to like draw him more or something. That'd be pretty silly.
No, he's got to become an OC now. He's taken a life of his own. You can't look up more of this actual man. You have to run with the man you've made.
Wow. Just like the widower has to. She made this man, and now she must stick with him. I don't know.
It has to be some kind of... I don't want them to have had, like, a rough breakup from the first... Like, whatever they had their previous... Like, there has to be something more sad, like... He dropped out of competing because of an injury, and then, like, she couldn't... She was following, like, a carny or something.
Oh.
She couldn't stay behind, or they were just starting to know each other. Weren't actually dating, and then, you know... Fate struck.
Yeah, the fateful ladder match that what if, oh no.
You put an actual guest appearance of John Cena.
I'm thinking of really sad Simpsons episodes where like one of the like Flanders' wife had died because she fell off the back of one of the bleachers at like a sports like show.
Oh, I forgot how she died.
She was hit by a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
And fell off the back of a
oh my god, I totally forgot.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh my god, like what? And yeah, sure enough.
Why did they kill off Maud? Did her voice actor want to retire or something?
I think that was it. Yeah, she didn't want to play the part anymore, and then it ended up becoming a very foundational part about Flanders' character for a long time.
Uh-huh. But then I'll never forget Ripped Flanders.
Oh my god.
It's like, was not prepared for Ripped Flanders.
Flanders has always been ripped. It's pretty great.
There was like was the Phantom of the Opera one or something episode where it was him and Marge in a play.
That's ringing a bell, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, what if at this fateful wrestling match, like a ladder match, there's like a usually for a ladder match you have to the belt is suspended above the ring that's like 12 feet, like 20 feet up, and you have to prop a ladder long enough and climb it to grab the belt, and that's how you win.
Oh, I had no idea that's what that was.
Yeah, and so I have a history. And so maybe like some like a ladder was thrown like kind of not accidentally like into the crowd, and maybe this is too dark, but like hear me out. Like what if the wife was, or the lady was like hit at some point and was like put into like a coma or seriously hurt for a while, and like that's when the lifter had to retire and had to, you know, really be introspective about like was my passion for this industry really worth harming the woman I loved, and maybe like they lost touch because of that, and like maybe she woke up one day and was like, who are you, and will she even like take him back now that she's like lost years to a wrestling accident. Anyway, just off the top of the head.
Yeah, no,
just spitballing ideas here.
Your spitball made me spitball though.
Sure. Yeah,
okay,
let's go.
So
what you got?
So they meet. They're all noobs in the industry, right?
Sure.
And like the three of them are friends. The lifter and the grifter and Lola. And,
sure. That's right, Lola. That's right.
Yeah, and they're like, you know, it's a weird, awkward, like, which one is she gonna go for kind of thing. But obviously, the lifter is way more into her. But anyways, so they're doing their competition, right? Their match, and they're like just starting out to be these bigwigs. But he like goes to do a stunt, like with the t-shirt cannon or a chair, and he whips it into the audience on accident.
Yeah,
and like seriously harms like a kid. And he goes to prison.
No. Oh my god!
For 20 years.
Holy shit. Man, no, that's real wrestling. That's real wrestling in my heart.
Now we're making the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Pro wrestler Count of Monte Cristo. I love it. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a better. I like that more.
So
than what I was picking.
You could have added, like, you want to add more suspense, you make it a frame job, and technically the grifter killed the kid, but he framed the other guy. Or,
sure.
If you just want to be nicer, because they were friends, you have it be like, he just, like, died of cancer. They had they had a decent relationship, they got one grown kid in college, he died of cancer.
Oh my god. So he studies gardening while in prison, the White Knight says. I think that's a great segue to that.
I mean,
I can see that.
There's a lot of prisons do that where, well, I mean, they might have a community garden, or they're one of the more terrible ones where it's literally slave labor that they take out to farms. One of the two. God.
Jeez.
You know, U.S. prison industrial complex.
Yeah. Hooray. Does this even work? Okay. Yeah, no, I like this fiction. Frankfurt.
You prefer
Frankfurt
prison?
Frankfurt. I love a redemption story, even if it's like a framed job of like I'm gonna make my way back. So wait, is it like the Count of Monte Cristo where? Well,
yeah, that's where if you want drama, you have. Oh,
does he escape from prison?
That's if you choose the drama route. If you choose the drama route, then yes, we're just making pro wrestling farmer mustache Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah. And so then when he's out of prison, like the Count of Monte Cristo, like he assumes a new like identity? Like what if he's
a
like
berry
a masked
farmer.
wrestler?
He's a berry baron.
The berry baron.
Bart the berry baron.
So I swear to God, this feels like a plot you could see on a wrestling
We
show.
get like an inbox or a letter in your email from like Amazon Prime. You got a pitch.
This one's free.
Yeah, they would
But
just
like,
take it.
yeah, they would just take it. But like, yeah, you would have weeks of this new guy showing up who's suddenly really good at all these moves, and then like you could tell.
No.
Does. Yeah.
I got something. This is how the berry farm starts. Okay.
Okay.
So, anyways, Count of Monte Cristo. He goes and makes his new personality or identity, right? So
right.
he starts out and he's like a cattle baron, because look at this man, he's a cattle baron.
Sure. Yeah, I see it.
But like he finds out where Lola is, and he's watching Lola, and maybe like he doesn't get his moment. I don't think like he's gonna get his moment with the grifter. I think the grifter is just gonna die natural causes or whatever.
Sure.
But he's seeing Lola. He's kind of watching what's happening. Maybe he's there for like the dying, like watching the slow wasting away of his arch enemy, and he's like, I don't need to do anything. Yeah. Nature's doing it.
Okay.
But he's watching. And so Lola is running a little garden shop. And she sells berry plants. Okay. So he just keeps going in every weekend and buying berry plants. And this is how he... this is how he makes contact with her again and builds up the trust and waits and bides his time till she's ready. He just keeps buying fucking berries. And then he makes Breakbird's Berry Bar.
Oh my god. And that is the name of the farm, like the tip off of like, oh my god, it's you. Like,
yeah. Like he finally starts going to, he's like, okay, I gotta do something with all this shit, and I'm also ready to make my move. So he's like, he tells her, he drops a hint, I'm gonna start selling jam at the local grocery store. And she like goes shopping, and it's like Lola's.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh god, sorry. I railroaded you. I'm sorry. I just got real excited.
I've been working still like on Tower Bolt stuff as we've been going. So
I completely stopped working so that I could spin that.
Yeah. Hang on, I need to start a Google Doc right now. We gotta start figuring out how to pitch this.
Oh god,
the Ballad of Frankfurt.
Yep. For somebody that does not really care to watch old romance shit or anything like this, I'm way too into this. You said you're like, Bridgerton's there's nothing to it. I'm like, are you sure? There's some compelling shit in there. I'm telling you. What do you mean, Bridgerton? For how? It's got a bunch of romantic drama in that show. Oh yeah, that's got that in there. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I like Bridgerton because it was there was like a level of saltiness to it. Like I actually like the original like Pride and Prejudice because there was a saltiness to it. Does that make sense? Saltiness, like why is Victorian England so like? Why did it have to be this way? It seems so contrived and like there's so many societal norms that just kind of don't make sense. And why do we have to be so difficult about this whole marriage? Why we got industry? Parade? Why is there a parade? Yeah. There being the existence of a season and like that. This is how it has to be. Is that kind of what you mean? Yeah. There's a little tongue-in-cheekness towards the whole thing, but I also just like the costume design. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's incredible. But yeah, I guess I did watch like the Bridget Jones, at least the first two movies. So. Oh, I don't know if I don't think I've done. No, I have not. I don't think I've heard of those Bridget Jones. Oh, really? That sounds kind of familiar. It was like the British. It was like Colin Firth, Renee Zellweger, and the Darcy guy. He's one of the other hot British guys. Well, like Hugh Grant.
Mm.
So is those guys.
I'm hearing a bunch of names, but no, I'm just kind of imagining. I'm imagining a humanoid figure with like a pepper for a head.
Hugh Grant is like just. He's got the smile. The smile. Hold on. Are you Googling it or am I Googling it?
You're probably Googling it.
Alright, I have to show you this. I'll just look up the cover of Bridget Jones.
Sure. Ooh, this level's neat.
Because it was all like a who's a fight for. I got sad when she actually lost a bunch of weight though, because she used to kind of be my chubby icon.
Mm.
Alright. You see?
Are you sending? Where? What?
Look at my feet.
Your feet? Oh, on Discord?
Yeah. Or on the stream.
The stream?
Uh-huh.
It's the stream? Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's a little delayed. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a very faint bell it's ringing. But yeah, I don't know. 2001?
Yeah, it's old as shit at this point.
Hmm?
It's old as shit at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm learning new things today. Let's put it that way. Here, I realize my game's kind of running. I'll just turn off the sound there.
I need to copy pasta.
It is not often I like play a level that I just kind of draw from scratch and go, yeah, it plays mostly good. I don't need to change a lot. Let's see.
And ship it.
Well, usually when I find that like it plays decently well, then I go, okay, how do we make it harder? Oh wait, how did? Ah, crap. We've been so caught up with Frankfurt that I dropped into stream kind of assuming what you've been working on, but is this stuff for your project? Is this for the game project that's like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I had a feeling.
Ernesto's like, why aren't you working on it? I'm like, Monster Palooza.
Yeah, that's a extremely valid reason to kind of be putting stuff on the back burner.
Yeah, I need to at least give him an enemy, and I've got the main character. Or a main character. Hero! That's the word I needed.
There'll be multiple main characters, you think?
Multiple heroes. Oh yeah. I think we have 5 classes right now.
Oh man, that feels great. Oh. So like math, history, geology, and
it's gonna be sex ed.
Oh. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh boy.
You put it out there, I just took it away from you.
Aw. Can't believe that people don't do that joke more often. Oh my god, there's gonna be so many classes in this game. Alright, is it we're talking throwing a little home ec? Yeah. I never got to take home ec when I was in high school, and I'm like, I feel like it would have been pretty perfect for what I do now, and I just feel like it delayed a lot of the just like my love for cooking and
it makes sense.
Other stuff like that.
But at the same time, I'm all like, oh no, it must have sucked for you to not have to take the How to Be a Good Housewife class.
Oh, God. Ugh. Yeah, like my one friend, I remember like my best friend at the time, he like made like these, hey, I made like these homemade peanut butter cups and home ec. I'm like, I at the time I was probably the reason why I didn't do it is because I was like doing like a college running start program. So like most of my credits and classes were at a local community college that was not far from our high school.
I did that.
And I realized, oh, that's probably why I didn't like really have options to take some of the other electives like that. But I was like, man, I don't know why I didn't like take like a cooking class anywhere. Oh, that seems pretty good.
Yeah, White Knight's saying that they wanted to take shop, but they wouldn't let you. I had the same thing. They forced me to take home ec, and I wanted to take shop. And then I got permission to swap them because we had to do like 2 years of it. I got permission to swap them the last time from the teacher. Like I had to get fucking written permission though.
That's so weird.
Take home ec instead of. I think I essentially went up to the shop teacher and I'm like, dude, my dad's like a master carpenter. Can I take this fucking class?
Oh man. Okay. What if I were to purchase fast food disguised as my own cooking? My own cooking. Okay, excellent.
What?
Sorry.
What was that
I'm just
train of
talking
thought?
out loud. Playtesting.
I love how you're playtesting. You're like, but what if I bought fast food and disguised it as my own? Why is that your train of thought while you're doing this? What the fuck?
Me and Morgan have kind of made it a thing because we love the steamed hams bit very much, but like we always start with like start saying absentmindedly like saying what if, and then like the rest of the bit fills itself in. Like what if,
And
like
then
what if I were to add this here, but then what if I were to jump here, but now no, it's instead.
What if you
What if
made
I were
essentially the AI equivalent of food?
What? What do you mean the equivalent of food?
Just like the.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I made this.
Holy shit! I never thought of the steamed hams bit that way. That's funny. You telling me? Are you telling me, Seymour? You typed a couple words into a prompt, and these are your hamburgers? I never thought of it that way. That's really funny. I think I need to make this level top. Ah, crap. I think we're gonna have to kill him, Seymour. Damn it.
Gonna kill Seymour.
Can I like grab everything? You see the meme of like, I think we're gonna have to kill him, and it's like, oh man, the other character is like, oh man. You've seen that meme? No.
I don't think so. Unless you're not talking about the one where it's like, look at the horizon.
No.
Okay.
No. I think this is good. Okay, so chat, we're gonna take this whole ass level and we're just gonna move it down so that there's more vertical space at the top.
We need more
Pray
verticals.
it doesn't mess up.
Wait,
Huh?
that is okay. I'm trying to remember. That's like a corporate bro talk.
What? Which one?
The more verticals.
Oh, I've never thought of that either. I
Make
mean it
numbers go up.
literally. Oh, I see. Yeah. The verticals. It's a huge word. It's a word that's often in my. What's the word?
Thanks for hanging
Because the
out,
tower
Lulu.
bolt is all like
Down
long
on the
levels.
Okay, hold
you
on.
know, it just ends up coming out. Oh, go on.
Sorry, I'm saying bye. Down the Lulu's leaving.
Oh, see you, Lolo.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for hanging. Thanks for hanging out. Let's move that down. Yeah, that should be good.
So yeah, sorry, I was grumpy yesterday because I'm like, my head is killing me. I would have stayed at home, but I wanted to get you guys as your Kickstarter thing.
Oh, that's very, very kind of you to soldier out while you were in pain. No, you were totally fine.
I felt a little bit bad because there was that new person to the group, and she like sat down by me and Ernesto at first, and I'm just like trying to converse, and I'm like, I'm sorry, my head is killing me.
Yeah. I think she understood. Yeah. Yeah. No worries.
I was like, oh, new artist, and then
I sure hope.
Yeah.
I
mean, we pointed her towards Dan, and just talk with people. But yeah, I'm just hopefully she doesn't think I was mean. I was just dying slowly.
Man. Okay.
Oh,
everything's
dump truck ass.
What? All right. You don't get to come after me when I say my bit about steamed hams, and you're just like over here, like into the mic. What if we gave him like the most caked up booty? like, what the heck is that?
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Let's see. Things up. Okay, let's see how this plays. Under, over. Oh yeah, you still. Ugh.
Did you make pain?
No, I'm like trying to. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Wait. It's gonna make it taller. I'm trying to get rid of a shortcut. Although maybe I should leave it.
Is it particularly difficult to get to one?
You might not see that it's a shortcut. So like maybe it's okay to leave. That's the thing. Like that's kind of a fun balancing act with this game is like if I find like an exploit or like a kind of a hacky way to finish a level that like, oh, this is like a fun shortcut. Sometimes I really legitimately want to leave it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I think it's fun when
you were like rewarding them for like exploration or trying things out differently.
Yeah.
On occasion.
But I want to. But at least if I think where I'm landing with this particular thing is if people find it. Oh yeah. Ooh. Two.
Like you don't want a loophole. You want a reward.
Right. I want to make it pretty difficult. Oh yeah, it's doable. Okay. What if let me try it one more time. Or even ooh, yeah, you can grab that ledge. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like playing a level like I have like a kind of usually a pretty clear flow of like how I want the player to move, but then I'm like I after it's all kind of laid out in the first pass, I'm like, okay, how do we break it? Like how can I like move in this that kind of circumvents the intended flow? Does it feel rewarding to break it? Yeah, there's a lot of room to move here. This is cool. Okay. Yeah, this is coming together. So you're working on that. What was the name of that rock again? The one you have in your reference.
I literally just have it listed as meteorite.
You should like. You should.
It's a specific type of meteorite. I need to find it at some point, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I can give precise details about it, but I was looking at that kind of rock for when I was at my last job. When because a lot of the work I was doing at the time was like making fun celestial like rocks you could only really find in space, like or rare, you know, minerals, that sort of thing. Yeah, I miss having a rock job. I miss having a job where like the rock nerdery was like very what's the word?
Rewarded.
It came in handy.
Yeah. That's what I kind of miss about, well, especially like the blue sky phase when I was at Netflix. Like, me being a general nerd was probably one of the reasons why, you know, a 2-month contract became 2 years.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Is I was like, oh, there's this like style of doing language by like the ancient, you know, Peruvian people that's like nuts, and then certain types of rock that look like this, and certain type of trees that look like this, and this fungi does this, and
Yeah.
So it's like,
and you get to use that energy. You get to utilize it for good.
Get to let the freak out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was cool because it like influenced like big environments and a lot of the enemies and diets and stuff like that. It was all changed just by me being a weirdo.
Yeah, it's fun when like when your obsessions like actually feed into like a bigger creative product or something, and it's like, oh, we probably wouldn't have had basalt columns in this game if I didn't make such a fuss about them all the time. Or
But man, I feel like basalt columns are like in every game now, even if it makes no
They are.
goddamn sense for them to be there.
because they're super cool. They're like they feel unnatural, even though they very much are.
Oh yeah, it's like every alien environment, basalt columns.
Let's see. Okay, this level feels like it's working well. Now I need to figure out a spot where I can put a collectible. It's really hard to get. So let's take a look.
Alright, this went from being, I was gonna do bone, I'm like, no, this makes more sense to be sandstone. And honestly, sandstone's fun, so I'm gonna do sandstone.
We love sandstone.
We love how pretty it looks. Other than that, it's largely useless stone.
Yeah, isn't it just very brittle, right?
Yeah.
Like,
very, easy to dissolve.
right. I do just like the idea that like it's just sand that's been hyper compressed over a long time, and so it feels solid. But yeah, as soon as you start applying any force or water to it, it's like, oh, we melt.
Yep.
What if we dropped one right here? Okay. So far, I'm like, with this mechanic, I need to make like, how many more levels? That's way too easy. Like another 10, like 8 or 9 or so, and then I get to work on there's a set of levels I'm planning on where it mixes more of the mechanics together, because each of these are kind of, every block of the tower is mainly like kind of an introduction to like, okay, these are how these mechanics work, and then the final kind of gauntlet that leads to the end of the game is more like, okay, now we take every single one of these things and we mix them in levels to make them even harder and more interesting to move through. And then those I have like a rough version for most of them, but I need to I made a bunch of those levels prior to having a lot of the mechanics figured out, and so now it's basically rebuilding them to kind of fit what I have now.
So how many levels do you have?
I was telling folks at Industry Night the other night, like, I have around 150 right now.
Damn.
Granted, some of those I think are just like story content floors where you're not actually playing on a level with a laser on it, but I think I need to do like a real accurate count after I'm done making these new levels here.
And how many are you thinking you're trying to finish for? Because you're thinking about launching in what, October, November?
Later, it'll be this year. That's what that's the official answer I've been telling people. Yeah, it largely depends on like how people receive the alpha, which there's an alpha on my Discord people can sign up for, and like how much more iterations on existing levels have to really be done. Yeah, that's the goal. So like there's level content I need to do now, and then there's next in line is like working on kind of what the end game kind of looks like, and I have some ideas there. And then after that, it's kind of tidying up a lot of the story content to kind of be, how do I put this, not placeholder. I have like a couple cutscenes that I have like,
you just have like more polished.
yeah. And then like after that, there's like stuff like, oh, I'd love to do more music. I would love to what after I need to do more music, I need to like, there's like 1 or 2 features for like level select that I wanted to like have figured out.
Hold on, train of thought. Bye, White Knight.
See you, White Knight.
Physical therapy.
Yeah, good luck. actually don't know where I can put a.
Don't do that. Don't.
Sorry.
Don't. I will end you.
You wanted me here. What do you want?
No, I enjoy the banter. Jane says something about he has an iPad, so now he's all like, I wanna do art hangouts. So it's like, maybe he can do
Did
it.
he finally get one?
I think
Was he...
I think he said that because he was yelling at me last night. He's like, you didn't respond to me. And I was like, what?
Oh.
Let me double check.
Yeah, you had a lot going on.
I always have a lot going on, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes, he does have an iPad.
He's been talking about getting one for a while.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Hey, do you mind if I take a quick BRB? I'm getting a phone call I should take right now.
No, go, run,
Audrey?
run, go.
I didn't hear you.
Go.
Okay, all right. I'll be back, chat. Hang on.
Bad time for his audio to cut out. Run, you can. Run, you can. Look at my fluffy dog and Raya come. Hi, sweetie. Oh, he's glaring at me. I am your entertainment now. I'm tired. If you're wondering why I'm noodling so much on this, it's because I have changed my mind as to what kind of material this is going to be 3 times since I've started drawing on them. Right now, it is going to sandstone. But it's also changing how stabby I'm making it, so that's why I'm kind of noodling, figuring out where my shapes are going to be now that I've changed the materials. It's also quite possible that I just like rendering materials. I don't know why. For a creature artist, it's kind of weird to be real into materials, but I like studying materials. They're like easy to zone out on. Duplicate that just in case. Because I'm going to erase a big chunk. And I'm going to want to compare. Yeah, it's better with it erased. Okay. Oh, okay. And I think I have an idea of how to add, because I have, like, on this guy, there's the swirly glass in there. I think I've kind of figured out how I'm going to do that. Not exactly that motif, but very similar, to add that kind of... So they're... Make sure that you know these things are in the same universe. It's not like an alien force. Out. Yeah, that works nice. I'm starting to get hangry. I don't know. I guess Brandon just ate. Shit. It's like, I don't know how long he wanted to stream, but I just realized he just ate. He's probably fine. I really hope it's not just silence for you all and you can hear the music still, because all I hear is silence, and I'm like, damn, that would be boring to watch. Usually I get to hear the music too, but I can't have that with the dual stream. Brandon may be gone. You may have lost it, folks. Hopefully it wasn't bad news.
Hello, are you still there?
You live!
Sorry, yeah. Yeah. I got a phone call from my mom, so I had to chat for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't
Nothing.
bad
It was
news.
yeah. No, not at all. We're planning on like what we're doing for Mother's Day weekend. So.
Oh, you
But,
actually
like,
do stuff.
To do stuff, yeah.
I sent my mom tea.
Huh?
I said I sent my mom tea.
Aw, that's sweet. Yeah. It's just like always a thing to plan events with family. It takes a while to like kind of figure stuff out. So like just via text. So like if anyone calls, I'm like, okay, I should really take this so that we can actually get things moving, right? So that's why I sounded urgent about it.
Oh, no worries. I'm just not used to, I haven't lived near my folks for so long that I haven't had to deal with that in a while. I just have to deal with my mom's all like, I booked us all a cruise, you owe me $3,000.
Oh no.
I'm like, what?
Oh, and they just do that unprompted too, and it's just like, ugh.
God, yeah, no,
I can't afford it.
I had to chew her out a bit for that one. It's like, I thought you'd be happy. I was like, what?
Sure, wow. Yeah, there's like a level of like there's a level of like expense you can spring onto a person where I feel like it's acceptable, like hey, we got you tickets to Disneyland and your flight's included, but maybe you still have to like, I don't know, pay for like getting food while you're out there, but like okay, I could deal with that because Jesus, like that's a lot of money to provide for someone to go on a trip. I
blame her coworker. She works with some travel agent lady that keeps trying to get groups together for cruises. So
oh no,
keeps talking to her and being all like, cruises, yes.
Yeah.
Trying to do fucking Skeksis. Yeah.
Down here. Oh shit.
But then that cruise I did manage to get out of because I was like, the fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, it got canceled, so that was what saved me. But then they're like, they were rebooking it. My mom's like, and here's a cruise we're rebooking. I'm like, do not.
Yeah, don't. Please don't. Don't want it, please.
Yeah. So my whole family went on that cruise. Also, that was the other thing. It was my birthday present.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she's like, it's for your birthday. You pay for this cruise.
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
I was like,
Jeez.
Yeah, and like, I didn't really care for the other cruise that she forced us on.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I did not go. And my family went without me and Ernesto, and they hated it. I heard nothing but complaining.
No.
And my brother got his car stolen because he was kind of an idiot and left it in a hotel parking lot in downtown Milwaukee for 2 weeks.
Shit. No. That sucks.
He's like, I don't want to pay for airport parking lots. Yeah, I'm like, but those have security.
Yeah. Those are watched cars.
Not the Motel 8 off the highway. But yeah, everybody was all like, this cruise suck, you're so good, you go on it. But then they were like mad at me. Like it was somehow
Mad
my
at you?
fault. Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't
Why? Oh my God.
understand. Like, you
If
go
you
on...
didn't-
I
you
didn't
do
share
this
in
for
the
your
misery.
That's strange hill to die on, but okay.
They were mad I didn't share in their misery.
I see.
They're like,
How dare you?
how dare you
get
see
out
the
of-
obvious red flags on the wall and bow out ahead
Yeah.
of time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you? And I'm sure, like, did you like bow out pretty ahead of time?
Oh, yeah.
Like, and there you go. Like,
This
it's not like it was like the last minute.
This happened last month, or it happened in March. I bowed out like last July.
Got it.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever want to do a cruise. I don't know if it's my jam.
It's not. I like.
It's just too, I don't know, something about it's too extravagant and just kind of.
But the thing is, it's like fake extravagance.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can obviously have extravagant cruises, but like the carnivals, the Norwegian whatever, they're
Sure.
all just the basic cruise lines. It's an okay way to relax,
hmm
but it's like there's going to be entertainment geared towards mostly the elderly.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Or if you're on a Disney Cruise Lines, towards the kids.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
And then the food is also very based towards the elderly and the kids. So
Sure. Yeah.
it's like very bland food. And then I hate it for like when I go to a place, I want to go to a place. And actually learn and look around and explore, and they're just like, everyone at port for 4 hours.
Yeah,
Go
that is not
experience.
not enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost feels like like being on a boat going somewhere to like a travel destination that where you actually stay there for a while. Like I almost feel like I need like when I think of a cruise, it's like already too big. I need just like someone just captaining like a modest like this ship can hold maybe 30 people and like you and your friends get to hang out while we like
You want the
we sail to
Greyhound bus
this particular
of cruises?
something maybe you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not like a luxury liner, but like it's like an A to B kind of like boat where sure where like maybe there's some like maybe there's I don't know, like it's not like you go.
I feel like you'd have
It's
to
not like
rethink the boat part unless you're real good with boats then.
So, yeah, I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
easier to get seasick. On the
Yeah.
boats.
That's I think that's the maybe that's what the part of the idea that falls apart is like yeah like I mean I've been on small boats before, but like yeah I don't think it's been a while since I've had any sea legs that I can claim that I would be okay in that kind of environment.
Mm. I don't. You might hate me, but I might have to run soon because my drugs have worn off and my headache has come back and my stomach is making noises.
Oh no, that's okay. If you don't like, I think I'm actually pretty close to finishing this level. All I gotta do is play test it one more time.
Well, I was gonna say
you wanna call it?
I should raid you.
If you want. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll stay on to like maybe make one more level. And
I'm going
so,
to
yeah,
raid you to encourage you to keep streaming more.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to.
Also, I haven't raided
Uh.
before, so I'm like, yay!
Do you know how to do it?
I don't know. I'm going down to the quick actions raid, and then I'm gonna go to following.
Yeah,
There
another thing
are.
you can. So here's a little cheat code too. I'll type it to you in Discord. I believe if you just paste this into your chat and that should just automatically trigger the command to raid my
Oh,
channel.
well, I have a start raid button, so that's happening. So, hi, viewers. We're going to
That
go
works too.
raid Hylane Battlecry
Oh,
as he's
boy.
making his indie game, because apologies, guys, I gotta call it. My head is... As soon as the drugs wear off, my headache is just roaring back. So-
Oh man. Well, Audrey, I hope you rest well and hope that your headache feels better. And thanks again for hanging out today.
Yeah, no, thanks for hanging out with me, doing art. Like I said, I want to do this more often, so feel free to hit me up whenever you want to try doing it.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Do
Bye.
rest easy. Goodbye. And by goodbye, I mean see you soon.
Bye. Hi to your raid.
Yeah.
Okay. This should be good. I think you're good.
Okay.
All right.
I forget if I even have an alert set for raiding. No, I should. It should be very. I forget how loud it is.
I hit raid.
I'm
Oh.
gonna turn down my speakers on my
it's
end
raiding.
real
All right,
quick.
I have to do it raid now.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
It sets up the raid for a couple seconds and then it actually happens. Yay! Hello, everyone.
Yay!
Thank you for coming by. Thank you for the raid.
All right, I'm hopping off. Bye, everybody.
Alrighty, take care, Audrey.